Hello, and thank you for joining us on this Christmas night at 10. I'm Horbacewicz here with meteorologist Corrales Ortiz. Now, we've eaten, we've laughed, we've spent time with family, a great Christmas for everyone. But now we're hoping those temperatures start to warm up.
Yeah, it was very cold these last few days. It definitely got into that holiday spirit. But an overall, not a bad weekend. It was quiet. And we actually were feeling, a little bit colder than we normally should be for this time of year. I'm comparing it to last year, though, because last year...
Do you remember last year?
Listen,
I remember I was out by the pool on Christmas last year.
We had some record warmth last year. Matter of fact, we saw those highs inching close to that 80-degree mark. That was definitely not the case for today. So I wanted to show you a kind of map of what we saw for our highs. We managed to see most areas above that freezing mark. Finally, it's been quite some time being stuck below freezing. We reached 40 degrees here in the metro. Matter of fact, we were close to the upper 40s to our south. Like I mentioned, upper 70s was our high for Christmas Day last year. So a huge difference of about almost 40 degrees there. A chilly night in store, already below that freezing mark. Cloudy skies, the light breeze out of the south-southwest, watching out for the potential even a few flurries as we go into the late overnight hours, especially in northern Arkansas. I'll talk about that in just a bit. Otherwise, tonight we should be seeing those temperatures drop to around that freezing mark and increasing cloud cover as well. So I'll talk more about what to expect as we enter this final week of 2022, and I'll talk more about a warm-up we have as well in your forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Corrales. Now, as we warm up, let's check in with the weather we're seeing across the nation. The death toll is rising as the deep freeze, fierce winds, and feet of snow continue to paralyze parts of the country. Power grid operators are also asking people to conserve electricity after many lost power. Christian Benavides joins us now with how a deadly chill is hitting millions across the nation.
The extreme winter storm pounded large parts of the U.S. while unleashing much of its fury on Buffalo, New York.
This is a war with Mother Nature.
A vicious blizzard in the upstate city dumped more than 40 inches of snow, knocked out emergency services, and stranded people in cars, places of work, and even their homes.
This is up to my waist.
We still have people who need to be rescued. We have people with their power off in our communities, and buildings where pipes are bursting and flooding is occurring, as is happening in my own home right now. So this is what's happening in real time.
The days-long storm hit South Dakota so hard that the National Guard was deployed to help stranded Native American communities short on vital supplies, including firewood. The so-called bomb cyclone put about 60% of the nation under advisory or warning and frustrated thousands of holiday travelers.
It's been an adventure. It really has. I finally got into Seattle and tried to make a connection here, failed.
The lines were so long, went through security, got to our gate, happened to look up and said our flight was canceled.
And a scary incident ended well for a dog owner in Oklahoma. On Christmas Eve, rescuers helped save a pup that fell through the ice on a frozen lake. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Well, I'm glad that pup got saved safely. Now, here in Arkansas, we are starting to warm up, but we're still seeing the effects of those cold temperatures. Tonight, the city of Hot Springs is asking its residents on the city waterworks system to conserve water usage. This is due to critically low levels that were brought on by freezing temperatures, also causing multiple water line breaks. Now, we've been told city utility crews have been working around the clock to find these water leaks from the busted pipes. If you need to report a leak, you're asked to call the city's utility emergency hotline. And according to a Facebook post by Mayor-elect of the city of Mayflower, Danny Hester, their town is facing similar issues. Low temperatures and increased usage there caused a major water main break at Beaver Fork as a result of community water. They are now asking residents to reduce water consumption over the next couple of days. We're going to continue to monitor these developments with the water issues in these two communities, and we'll provide updates here at THV11 and on our website at thv11.com.
Right now, we've fed 700 meals today out at the Compassion Center, and we put out about 150 food boxes, and we will continue on feeding this whole weekend all the way through Monday.
Back here in Little Rock, the team at the Compassion Center once again fulfilled its mission to care for the needs of hundreds at their location on Roosevelt Road. Organizers say after a long weekend of feeding those in need, they are seeing and will likely need food donations like canned corn, green beans, or meat before midweek. We'll have more information on how to help on our website at thv11.com. Now, a day of giving continued this afternoon with the Arkansas Stop the Violence organization. The Arkansas Stop the Violence organization fulfilled their mission to bless Little Rock children with new bicycles for Christmas. Reverend Benny Johnson tells us that he and his group delivered almost 450 bikes to kids today, but he says he couldn't do it without a group of some very special people.
Arkansans are the most generous giving people in the United States, and we want to thank everyone, whether big or small, who gave in this effort.
Thanks to generous donors, Arkansas Stop the Violence has now been handing out bikes on Christmas Day for over 15 years. Many of you might have spent a majority of today in the kitchen making a Christmas dinner. THV11's Julissa Garza introduces us to volunteers who spent their day at our house making dinner for Arkansans in need.
Our house works year-round to provide a safe space for people experiencing homelessness.
That includes housing, childcare, help finding a job, mental health services, and a whole lot more.
Executive Director Ben Goodwin says during the holidays they also work to make sure no one feels alone, especially at Christmas.
We want to make sure that they have a Christmas that is going to be really special and meaningful for them, and we're grateful to the community for helping make that possible.
The community making this day special is the Jewish Federation of Arkansas, who has been serving Christmas dinner here for over 14 years.
Every Christmas they come in and don't just bring a meal, but they bring a real party and a celebration.
Jim Pfeiffer is one of the many volunteers who spent Christmas Day in the kitchen.
There's so much love and support for all denominations here in Arkansas, so we're grateful to give back to the community in any way we can.
He's been lending a helping hand for 20 years now and says he looks forward to helping many more.
You have camaraderie with your group, you build up relationships, and then the folks that live here are wonderful folks. You learn from them.
And Goodwin says it's volunteers like Pfeiffer who help keep their mission going.
The lifeblood of our house is support from generous people from the community, from all different walks of life, and it's really just part of the foundation upon which our success is built.
In Little Rock, Julissa Garza, THV 11 News.
And after a day of giving, now comes the great gift return. But this year, there might be a few more hurdles. A recent survey found that 6 in 10 retailers have actually changed their return policies. Nancy Chen has more.
With the holiday shopping season underway, 'tis the season also for surprises, including a crackdown on online returns. The cost to return an item by mail at Zara, now $3.95. For J. Crew, it's $7.50. And for Dillard's, that return shipping cost will set you back almost $10. They're all part of a growing list of retailers charging return fees, typically in the range of $3 to $10 to send back purchases.
I hate it as someone who likes to shop and return things often.
Mefesh Wasi shops almost entirely online and was recently hit with return fees after ordering multiple pairs of pants.
I haven't been able to find a pair of pants that actually fits me. I needed to try on a lot of things, and for certain stores I did have to eat that $5 cost.
A fee some experts say shoppers should get used to, with labor and shipping costs up and retailers dealing with excess inventory this year, and all those returns add up. According to the National Retail Federation, $102 billion worth of online orders were returned in 2020. That number more than doubled to $218 billion last year.
About 40% of our merchants are charging for refunds, and that's up. It's nearly doubled in the last 12 months.
Jonathan Poma is the CEO of Loop, a company helping more than 1,500 retailers save on return costs.
This is actually a big problem for retailers.
When you start to stack these costs, free shipping on the outbound order, free shipping on the return, maybe a customer acquisition cost of $50, and you're out almost twice the cost of the return.
And with as many as 50,000 brick and mortar stores projected to close over the next 5 years, the trend towards return fees isn't going away anytime soon.
I think return fees just help us see a little bit behind that curtain by making us pause and think about our purchasing decisions and whether we are being wasteful or not.
Turning a page in how we buy and return. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
Now we are in the final hours of Christmas. We've been enjoying our Christmas trees for a few weeks now, but some of you might already be thinking about disposal options. Well, we have some ideas and we'll share them in about 5 minutes. But let's take a quick check-in with the weather. Corrales, what do you got for us?
Good news, we'll be expecting a warm up on the horizon. The forecast is going to switch around. We'll go from cold to dry to wet and mild conditions as we ring in the new year.